High school football is back on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel. Tonight, from Neal Field in Newcastle, Indiana, Hoosier Heritage Conference football as the Delta Eagles take on the Newcastle Trojans. Good evening and hi again, everyone. Brian Beaver along with you again tonight. Good to have you in the shotgun seat riding along for the next 2 to 3 hours in this game tonight. Interesting matchup in that both teams have identical records. Both Delta and the Trojans are 3-1 overall and 2-1 in league play. This game has a lot of meaning in both the conference race, with a host of one-loss teams chasing undefeated Mount Vernon going into tonight. Depending on the Pendleton Heights Mount Vernon score, if PH can win that game, we could have as many as 4 teams in the league tomorrow at 3-1. So there's a lot riding on this. The team that wins is probably still in the race. The one that loses is almost certainly going to drop out of any conference hopes for 2020. The other side of the what are you playing for coin for Newcastle is that they've never beaten Delta in high school football. The series since 2000 has been all Eagles, and by a lot most of the time. The last close game was 3 years ago in a one-score affair. Last year, Delta won this matchup 42-0, but this is not 2019. Delta comes in with a couple of changes offensively tonight for Chris Overholt as he tries to get his offense jump-started earlier in the game than they have this season. They've been typically slow starting on offense. Then they've gotten things rolling as the games have gone along, but they need a good start tonight, especially against this potent Newcastle Trojans offense. This will be a stiff test for Delta's defense, and coming off that loss last week at home to Mount Vernon 35-0, your defense is licking a few wounds and hoping to get back on the right track down there trying to stop this Newcastle attack tonight. It's a beautiful night for football. The setting sun across the way in the western horizon. It'll be getting dark soon. We'll be able to see again. And things will get underway here in about 10 minutes or so. When you talk about Newcastle, the days of 3 yards in a cloud of dust are gone. Number one, the grass is gone. They play on artificial turf now, thanks to the Neals. But the other change is in the offensive philosophy and their attack. They like to throw the ball. Their quarterback, William Greaser, has thrown over 100 times in 4 games. He's coming off a 31 pass performance last week in their blowout win over Yorktown on this field. And Greaser is a talented kid. He's over 1,000 yards already for the season in total offense. The only other guy close to him is the next man down at about 325 or so. He is Mr. Offense when the Trojans have the ball, and he's a dual threat guy. He can run it. He's averaging 7.2 a carry, but as I said, he likes to throw. He's 64 out of 102 for the year, 706 yards through the air. He's averaging a first down, 11 yards a throw for completion, and 12 touchdowns against 2 interceptions. He's good with the ball, smart with the ball. Those numbers will tell you you're going to have a hard time coaxing him into a mistake. You might remember his older brother, Nick Greaser, who was a player here at Newcastle a few years back. But there's a lot of talent at wide receiver. You look at the other player who's really done a lot. It's Kyle Gabbard. He'll wear jersey 13 tonight. He's a junior. Greaser is a senior. Gabbard's a junior, explosive. He leads the team in catches with 30, with receiving yards at 327, averaging just under 11 yards a catch, 7 TDs, throw in an eighth on a kickoff return of 95 yards against Shelbyville. He's a real threat every time he takes to the field and has a ball kicked or thrown his way. The running back is a pounder. Jack Jamorian Taylor, 5'11", 220 and a senior. He's a big fella and an arm load to bring down. And he has rushed for 2 touchdowns and is getting more than 6 yards a carry when the ball goes his way. And at 5'11", 220, that's like catching a freight train with butter gloves on. It's tough duty, especially if you're a defensive back. You want the guys up front to get him down, if at all possible, on defense. There is no threat of any weather issue tonight. We will have a glorious night to play the game. This is the final Friday in September, and it feels like the final summer night of the season with temperatures well into the 70s. A lot of fans are in short sleeves, shorts. I'm in shorts. Next week, it could be 30 degrees colder if the forecast holds any water. And as an ex-TV weatherman, I got to tell you, that's a long way out. Things could change. But right now, it looks like mid to late next week, fall in earnest, and football season will go from shorts and short sleeves to hoodies and jeans real fast. The teams are still in the locker room. The band is lined up. They're going to perform tonight. They will have Newcastle's band sitting in folding chairs behind the south end zone on what would be the high jump surface for track meets here at Neal Field. So the kids in band are going to get some love. They're going to get to strut their stuff. That's great. Those kids work awful hard too. And I got to tell you, we're in week 6. We're hitting the 2/3 pole tonight in the regular football season. State tournament draw is right around the corner, and sectionals are not far off in the 2020 season. Hopefully, we will continue to have good luck, and most teams will play most of their games. Muncie Central is down again tonight because of COVID, but they'll be back next week taking on Marion. And it's going to be nice to see these kids get out and play the game and do what they've worked so hard and love to do. Get out on the football field, compete, have a good time, and accomplish their goals. It's a fantastic thing that these kids are getting to play. I felt so bad for the spring sport kids who just graduated in June, and these kids are lucky. They're doing everything the way they should. They're maximizing their opportunities, and so far, both of these teams have lost just one game off their schedule. And barring a total catastrophe in the next 7 minutes or so, they're going to get a chance to play each other out here tonight on Neal Field. As we mentioned earlier, there are a couple of major changes tonight offensively for Delta. And it'll surprise a few people, maybe. The starting running back for Delta, the halfback tonight, is going to be Evan Conley. He's normally a two-way player on the lines, but he's a pretty quick and speedy guy for someone 6'1" and 215. And as a senior, he's going to get a start tonight at running back. He may have to change jerseys at times between series. They've got another set of jerseys. His old 62 is on another set of shoulder pads across the way. And should they need to change him out, they will. He's going to wear jersey 34 offensively. He's going to get a start. Abram Stitt is going to get a start at running back, the sophomore running back. So Chris Overholt probably sending some messages to his other players. He's going to give 2 other guys a shot at getting out there early and show people and him and his coaching staff what they're capable of doing. It's going to be a great night for football. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, the starting lineups and the opening kickoff. It's Delta against Newcastle on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in Indiana are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. There's just one place where a team is more than a group of individual agendas. It's a catalyst for demonstrating the potential of the collaborative spirit. There's just one place where players, coaches, and fans experience the exhilaration that happens when an entire community rallies behind the school team. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. In addition, high school sports help young people in Indiana develop the discipline and confidence they need to be leaders in life, even as they unite communities like nothing else. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
The world of high school sports is filled with athletes who possess the eye of the tiger and whose focus and determination enables them to soar like eagles. The games themselves can't be played without a few zebras. Becoming an IHSAA official is a great way to be part of the action and to support Indiana's healthy tradition of high school athletics. Visit ihsaa.org and get in the game. This message brought to you by the IHSAA and the high schools in your community.
Welcome back to Neal Field in Newcastle. We're just a couple minutes away from the start of this one tonight as Delta meets Newcastle. Brian Beaver along with you. Wish you could be here next to me, but you'll have to settle for loaning me your ears on the internet for a couple of hours tonight. We were chatting downstairs before this one that in a game like this where the teams might throw it 40 or 50 times combined and the clock stops all the time, this could be a really long game. So if you're about to order pizza, get the extra large and throw in an ice cold Pepsi, courtesy of me, and we'll all be happy. Delta now taking the field on the north side of this stadium. The Eagles will wear their road uniforms tonight, dark blue pants, white jerseys with dark blue lettering, gold trim, dark blue helmets with the number on one side and the logo on the other. So they look pretty sharp tonight. Newcastle will be coming out shortly and would be ready to get this one underway. Offensively tonight for Delta, here's how they'll start. Up front, they'll have Logan Mick at center, Jack Schaefer and Isaiah Brewer at guards, Braxton Edwards and Riley Wooden at tackles. The wide receivers are Logan Manor and Trevor Edgerton. The wingbacks are Luke Belangi and Abram Stitt. The quarterback is Brady Hunt. And getting his first career start at running back tonight, feature back, Evan Conley, 6'1", 215, a senior. His stats for the year at running back, 1 carry, 57 yards, a touchdown in that game against Shelbyville earlier this season. In fact, when you look at Delta's ability to be multifaceted, well, they have 11 players, Delta does, who have already scored at least one touchdown this year, and another player who scored 2 points on a safety on a block punt out of the end zone at Eastbrook. So, it's a fortified attack across the way. They can put it in just about anybody's hands, and we're almost set to go here tonight at Neal Field. You can hear the crowd coming to life outside. The Newcastle Trojans coming onto the stadium floor, and they're about ready to go. As they come out, you'll hear the fireworks going off in the background. Newcastle will wear their home unis. They have pale gray pants with green jerseys, green helmets, kind of pale white lettering, pale gray with black trim and green helmets as they take the field with an American flag and a Trojan flag. And they'll come out to the 50 and have a mosh pit of sorts and be ready to go shortly. Captains will be out for the coin flip very little time from now. Defensively, starting for Delta tonight, they'll have Grant Williams and Evan Conley on the defensive front inside. They'll have Hunter Wallace and Riley Wooden at defensive ends. The linebackers will be Mitchell Whitmer, Braxton Edwards, and Logan Drown. The secondary has Cody Howard and Parker Folletic at cornerback. Luke Belangi and Trevor Edgerton will be the safeties for the Delta Eagles in this one tonight. As we mentioned during the pregame show, the team that wins this game probably stays in the league championship race for at least one more week. If you lose here tonight, take your second L in league play, you're almost certainly going to be out of the league race. And the schedule doesn't do anybody any favors. After tonight, Newcastle has a game at Mount Vernon next week. New Pal here home week after that, and in week 9 at Greenfield Central. And for Delta after tonight, Pendleton Heights at home next Friday. The week after that, Greenfield Central at home, and they'll finish on the road at a tough New Palestine. So watch out for how that all plays out. We're hoping to be able to bring you the week 9 game at New Palestine, but that, as I said, is tentative. We flex our schedule every week and get the best available game we can for you to enjoy wherever you're at. If you're across the county, across the state, in another time zone, or in another country, thank you so much for joining us tonight. There's the coin flip. Newcastle, I believe, has won the toss. Newcastle is going to defend the north goal. Delta will be on the south goal, and Newcastle has won and deferred. So Delta is going to get a chance at the ball right away in this one tonight. Be interesting to see if Brady Hunt can bounce back from a couple of subpar for him kind of games. They need Brady to have a really nice effort here tonight to get the win. And it'll be interesting to see how much Delta runs the ball in the hopes of limiting Newcastle's touches offensively in this one here tonight. Drop me a line on Twitter. Let me know where you were listening tonight. I'd love to hear from you. My handle on Twitter is @DelcoPreps, as you might imagine. And congratulations to Riley Wooden, who was my Player of the Week winner in the fan polling this week. Congratulations to Riley Wooden of Delta. So we've had some really good winners this year, and I'm sure we'll have a few more with some outstanding performances being posted around Delaware County football. As you hear, we're set to go. Delta will receive the kickoff. 3 men are deep. The deepest is Trevor Edgerton, standing at his own 5-yard line. There is no wind at all here tonight. The flag is hanging on the pole behind the south end zone next to the scoreboard here. And it's dusk now. It'll be dark in 10 or 15 minutes. We're about set to go. Teeing it up is Ian Thurlow, the Newcastle kicker, right-footed soccer stylist. He raises his hand, and he's into his approach. Here's the kick. It's high, short. It'll come down at around the 25-yard line. Bringing it this way is one of the up men out to around the 27-yard line. The return that time by Cody Howard. 1st and 10 Eagles at their own 27-yard line. Hunt will be at quarterback as usual, the 3-year starter and the Ball State recruit. And if you haven't heard, the MAC is going to play football. They announced that late today, a limited schedule coming up on 1st and 10. Hunt gives to the I-back, that's Evan Conley. He's hit by a wall of green, 2 or 3 tacklers. Might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and that's what they'll give him. No gain. 2nd and 10. Eagles look to the sideline and then at their wristbands to get the play call. A man wide on either side on 2nd and 10 for Hunt under center, and a man in motion this way. Toss sweep this way. That's Belangi, who gets to the corner, but not much more. A pickup of about 3 yards to the 31-yard line. It'll be 3rd and long. We'll see if Delta goes to the air here for the first time tonight, a minute into the game, as William Greaser warms up right here in front of me. I'm at about the 45-yard line, and he's anxious to get going. He's a lefty. Looks like Ken Stabler. Eagles 3rd down, 7 to go at their own 31, ball on the near hash as they move left to right. Hunt, short drop, looking to the flat. Now he's going to pick it up and run. Barrels over a couple of tacklers. He's close to the 1st down. He's out near the stick. We'll see if they move it. I believe they're going to give it to him. Yep, Brady Hunt picks up the first down on a 7-yard keeper. Was not a designed run, but the first down for Delta nonetheless at their own 38-yard line. Moving left to right, ball on the right hash as they look at it. They hand off inside, and another carry into the heart of that defensive front for Newcastle by Conley. He picks up 3 to 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Gain of 3 on the play, second down and 7.
Conley's an arm load. He's getting a shot at running back. He's now on the wing. Empty backfield with Hunt under center and a man in motion. They'll toss sweep near side. That's the short side. Belangi runs into a pile at the 45, and a flag goes flying in there on the tackle. We'll see if it's going to be a blocking penalty against Delta. It is holding against the Eagles. That'll wipe out a gain of around 4 yards by Belangi. That'll back them up to the 35-yard line.
After the penalty, remains second down.
2nd and 13 at the Delta 35. Conley behind Hunt. Stitt in motion to the far side. Hunt drops. Time to throw. Fires. Got it over the middle. It's complete for a first down and taken into Newcastle territory down to the Trojan 47-yard line on a catch by Logan Manor.
On the stop for the Trojans, number 4.
It's a gain of 18 yards.
The completion to Manor results in an Eagles first down.
Hunt has him ready for the next one. Play action handoff. It's a misdirection to the left side and a little running room briefly for Stitt, but he got tripped going through the hole. Pickup of 3 to the 44-yard line. So 5 running plays, 1 pass so far for the Eagles in their opening drive. Now at the Trojan 44. Here's a toss sweep to the near sideline. That's Belangi. Turns the corner, bumped out of bounds, but not before he takes it to the Newcastle 37-yard line. That should be enough for another first down as they eyeball the stick across the way. The officials are going to, I believe, they're going to say first down. They give him the first down.
Belangi picks up an Eagles first down.
Well, that's the 3rd first down of this opening drive by Delta. They've had it for over 3 minutes now, and they're 1st and 10 at the Newcastle 37. Straightaway handoff. Conley breaks into the secondary. He's got running room down near the marker again. That's going to be at least 9 yards, maybe 10 for Evan Conley on the straight ahead attack on the rush by the senior big man. They're going to give him 9 yards and make it 2nd and short.
Second down and 1.
3 carries for a dozen yards early for Conley. 2nd and 1. A good time to take a shot at the end zone. They're going to run it instead. Hunt, faked, keeps it, heading for the end zone. He's inside the 10 and down around the 6-yard line. Wow, that's a gain of 20. Wow. Unbelievable. About 21 yards. 1st and goal. Hunt plows straight ahead on the sneak. He's in for the touchdown. Delta scores on a Brady Hunt sneak. 6-yard run for Pater, and Delta's out in front. 6-0. Wow. Terrific job. Long drive. They go 73 yards in just under 4 minutes, and on to try the PAT is Zion Griffiths. Left-footed kicker. Good snap and hold. Kick on the way. The kick is no good. 8 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the first quarter. Delta has gotten out in front. It's the Eagles 6, Trojans nothing on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Indiana. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the ball game. Delta takes the opening kickoff and they drive it 73 yards. They take 3 minutes and 49 seconds to do it, and they've got themselves a touchdown. The PAT was no good, and it's a 6-0 game, and those missed PATs can come back to haunt you. I know, I used to kick. You got to get them in, especially when your hold is down, it's good, and your protection is good, you got to convert. In a tight game, it could lose it for you. So Zion Griffiths has it teed up at the 40-yard line. Newcastle will get a shot at their first possession of the night. They'll have two twin deep men standing at around their 10-yard line. You got to be careful here. It looks like Aiden Bradley across the way, and they've already had a 95-yard kickoff return touchdown on their collective resume this season, so you got to be careful on kick cover here. Griffiths ready. The boot is end over end and short. It'll be taken at the 11-yard line and brought straight up the field between the hash marks out around the 27, 28-yard line.
Bradley on the return.
Bradley had the return, and it's 1st and 10 Trojans. They'll put it down at the NC 28.
Stop for the Eagles along the Titus Hill.
They'll have William Greaser at quarterback. They will spread the field. They'll start tonight in 5 wide and an empty set for Greaser, who's a pretty good thrower. Kyle York, the Newcastle coach, has done a nice job getting this program back on solid footing. And we're set to go. Glad to have you along. Save me a bite of that pizza at halftime. Greaser is going to throw right away in the flat. It's caught. Looks like Bradley on a little slant from the slot. It is to Bradley. It's a gain of 5 yards. Bradley with his first catch of the night. 2nd down and 5 yards to go. Greaser looks a lot like Ken Stabler used to. At left-handed throwing motion, they just throw pretty spirals. Another empty set, 3 wide here near side, too far on 2nd and 5 at their own 33-yard line. Eagles show blitz. Here's a throw out in the flat. Caught again on a little slant. It's going to be short of the 1st down. Catch made out here at the 37-yard line by Brandon Matney. 3rd and 1. Empty set again. Long snap count, play clock, down to 15. 3 men wide here, bunched on the near side as the Trojans go right to left across your computer. Quick throw in the flat again. It's caught. The dink and dunk offense is good for a 1st down. 3-yard throw and catch out there on the right side. Bradley with the catch. And Greaser has hit on his first 3 throws. It's a 1st and 10 for the Trojans at their own 40, ball on the far side hash with 6:35 to go here in the first quarter. Greaser in the pistol. Again, the Eagles show blitz, but they're not coming. Here's a throw out in the flat. 4th straight one, and it's caught and taken upfield to around the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Second and 7.
2nd down at 6.
Greaser with trips far side, twins near side. Delta hasn't sent the blitz yet. There's no one back there except Greaser, the quarterback, 5 yards behind his center, waiting on the snap. Long count. Here it is. Going to throw it again to the far side. It's knocked down, incomplete. That's Carson New, who stuck his right hand in there. That's the first misfire of the night by Greaser, and it'll bring up 3rd and long.
Third down at 7.
4 out of 5 for 15 yards on the opening drive here by Greaser. Trojans need a healthy 7 yards. They need midfield to move the sticks again on 3rd and 7. Snap to Greaser. Here comes the rush. Throws a long ball down the middle. It's caught to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. He's going to go all the way for a touchdown. 57 yards on the grab by Bradley, and it's a tie game. Eagles had a chance to tackle him, but missed. And it's a 6-6 game. Well, that drive was a quick one, 82 yards, 2.5 minutes on to try the important PAT is Ian Thurlow, looking for an early game lead. He's ready, tells his holder, let's go. There's a good snap and hold kick on the way. It looks good, and it is. 5:39 to go in the first quarter. Newcastle has gotten the lead for the first time in the game. It's Trojan 7, Eagles 6 on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Indiana. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
It's Newcastle 7, Delta 6 as we move to the back half of period number 1. 72-yard scoring drive by Newcastle. The big play, that 57-yard throw and catch from Greaser to Aiden Bradley. Thurlow's kick made it 7-6 with 5:39 to go in the first quarter. And now Delta looking to get it back on the kickoff. Thurlow has it teed up right on the X at midfield. I'll go on a limb and say the final score of this one is not going to be 7-6 with these kinds of offenses. Let's see what Delta can do with it for the second time. Here's the approaching kick. It's a high, long, end-over-ender. Cody Howard will backpedal and take it at the 11-yard line. Starts it to the near sideline. Gets to the seam. Can't spin out of traffic, though, and he's taken down at the 24-yard line.
Howard on the return for the Eagles. Penalty flag acquired.
Marker down as well as we wait on the signal from the referee. It's against Delta. We'll wait for the signal again. The marker is down around the 20-yard line. Probably another blocking foul. It'll back them all the way up to the 10. 2 penalties, 20 yards already against the Eagles, and now they'll start this drive. Backed up at their 10. Long field ahead of them as daytime turns to dark, and Hunt in the pistol with a running back next to him. He's going to roll to his left, looking to throw. Does fire to the sideline. Manor with a nice running catch and a 12-yard pickup as he's hauled out of bounds for a Delta first down. Manor with his second catch. Hunt is 2 for 2 in the air, and it's another Delta first down. They're 4th of the game already. Hunt under center here on 1st and 10. Stitton in motion to the far side. Here's Conley with the carry. He's got running room to the sideline. He's free and running clear to the 50, the 40, the 30. One man chasing him. Can he get him? Yes! He trips him up, but not until Conley takes it inside the 10-yard line. That's a 71-yard run. First and goal, Delta.
Ball on the 8-yard line. First down and goal.
Anyone who thought Conley could not play running back was sadly mistaken. 70 yards officially, and it's first and goal. Delta at the Trojan 8-yard line. Hunt will go under center and put a man in motion. They'll toss sweep it this way to the right side. Cut inside and flipped into the air on the tackle. On a carry that time by Luke Belangi, who got about 2 yards on the carry. Second down and goal. Eagles trying to strike fast and come right back and retake the lead. They opened the scoring with a 6-0 marker, went down 7-6 just a moment ago. Now they're threatening to retake the lead on second and goal at the Newcastle 6 with Hunt back there under the center. He'll hand to the left side. Conley buries his head and goes inside the 5 to the 3 for a 3-yard gain.
Trenton around and Nate Smith on the stop for the Trojans. It is now
6 carries, 105 yards already for Evan Conley. I think they found another Charlie Spiegel mold running back in Royerton. 3:58 to go, first quarter, clock running. You hear the bell tolling on the PA here as they try to get the fans going with Hunt under center and wing backs there with him. Hunt will play act, roll left. Has a man, he's going to tuck it and run it in for the Delta touchdown. Brady Hunt, a 3-yard gallop for the score, and Delta retakes the lead 12-7. Second touchdown run of the night already for Ball State recruit Brady Hunt. And now will Delta go for one or will they go for a pair? I think they're going to go for two. Terrific drive, 90 yards for the touchdown. Delta will go for two from the far hash. That's the left hash as Hunt rolls right, looks downfield, wants to throw in the end zone. He's got a man, and it's good. Luke Belangi on the receiving end of the pass, and Delta converts for 2 points. 3:44 to go, first quarter. Delta back on top, 14-7 on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
Who do I play high school softball for? I play for my mom and dad who've never missed a game.
Whether they're playing for their teammates, their classmates, or their community, high school student athletes in Indiana learn important lessons they'll use for the rest of their lives, like respect for the rules and the value of hard work and sacrifice. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
We're back at Neal Field in Newcastle. We're going to be blowing up lightning bugs and light bulbs in the scoreboard in this one tonight. If the first quarter is any indication, 3 offensive possessions, 2 by Delta, 1 by Newcastle, all have led to touchdowns. And it's 14-7 Eagles with 3:44 to go in the first quarter. Jordan Gusky hammering the popcorn again next to me. He's got this ranking system for popcorn. I think he just likes it. Look for him on Twitter. He's live tweeting the game, and he'll be writing his game story later on. So we've had lots of action. People paid their money to get in at 6:30, and there were people lined up to get in here tonight. Nice crowd, and they've gotten their money's worth in the first 8 minutes and change. Griffiths has the ball teed up on the X at the 40 for Delta. And again, the deep men, Bradley down here for Newcastle around his 12. The kick is high, short, a buzzsaw end over and kick, taken and fumbled around the 23-yard line. That was Bradley. And it'll be 1st and 10 Trojans as they fall on their own fumble. They'll have it to start this possession at their 23. some kind of game. A lot on the line in this one. If you want to stay in the league race, you got to win tonight, no matter what. And Delta has never lost to Newcastle. Trojans nearly got them 2 years ago. Greaser with 3 wide left here, 2 wide across the way, including 1 in the short side slot. He's all by himself waiting on the snap in the pistol. There it is. He's going to throw out here in a little flat screen, and it's incomplete. Carson New hitting his helmet with his hands, thinking if I had just jumped that route. Greaser is 5 out of 7 throwing the ball early in the game. It'll be 2nd and 10 Trojans. Ball on the far hash. That's the right side of the field as the offense takes it north to south here on the south end of Newcastle. Beautiful night for football. Clear sky. Sun has set. It'll be dark soon. Snap coming to Greaser. He's going to make a quick throw over the middle. It's caught, taken up to around the 30-yard line, but it'll be short of the first down on a pitch and catch to Gabbard. His first, make it 2nd catch of the game. He's dangerous with 8 touchdowns on the season. 3rd and a fat 3, a short 4, just inside the 30-yard line. The Trojans need their own 34 to roll it over with 3:10 to go in the first period, clock rolling. And no, they're not asking what time it is as they look at their wrist. They're looking at the play call on their wristband. Play clock down to 5. Got to hurry. Greaser waiting for the snap. He's got it. Steps up. Going to throw deep down the near sideline. There's a man out there, and he's got it for a long gainer all the way to the 25-yard line. Matney with the catch all the way to the Delta 25. Another first down for the Trojans. Give them 3 in the game. The long one takes it to the Delta 25-yard line. 2:33 of the first quarter. Eagles leading 14-7, but the Trojans threatening again as Greaser looks to throw. He's flushed. He's going to run right, being chased by Carson New. Fireworks go off in the middle of a play. Hope everybody's okay. It looks like Greaser ran for the first down. They'll give him a gain of 12 yards and a first down. About 1,200 total yards of offense this season for Greaser now, adding in tonight's total. 3 men wide right, or make it wide left on the near side, 2 on the right side across the way on the short side of the field. Final 2 minutes of the opening quarter. Delta showing blitz. We'll see if they bring it with an empty set and just Greaser back there behind his center. Good snap. Greaser's looking to throw. Under pressure, he's going to roll. Throws it on the run, out of the end zone, incomplete. Delta brought the pressure that time and forced him to move off his spot. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Second down at 10, Trojans.
Unofficially, I've got Greaser for 146 through the air already. We've still got a $1:45 to go in the first quarter. 2nd and 10. Trojan ball in the red zone at the Delta 13-yard line. And now a timeout probably being called. The officials whistle the play dead. The official walks into the quarterback, Greaser, sends him over to the sideline to Kyle York, and he's like, Coach, I have no idea what's going on. And now the coach, York, asking the official here on the near sideline, what happened? They're going to call a timeout. We'll take a break with them. 1:45 to go first quarter. Delta 14, Newcastle 7 on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
More than 7.7 million American teenagers participate in high school sports every year, including about 152,000 here in Indiana. They're all learning essential life lessons, like the importance of hard work, time management, and self-discipline. Skills that are helping them become better leaders and more active, responsible citizens. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the ball game. Newcastle in a timeout and a discussion here on the near sideline as they trail Delta 14-7. We're at 1:45 of the first quarter here in Henry County. Beautiful night for football, the final Friday of September 2020. In the craziest year of my lifetime, and probably yours too. But these kids are getting to play football, and that's a good thing. Glad to see them out there doing their thing. When play resumes, it'll be 2nd and 10. Trojan ball at the Eagle 13-yard line across the way on the right hash. Couple of Brady Hunt touchdown runs for Delta in this one. And a Nick, I knew I would call him Nick tonight one time. William Greaser on a long bomb pass to Aiden Bradley for the lone Newcastle touchdown. Sorry about that, Nick and William and Dad. Old habits die hard. We're ready to go. Greaser back in the pistol. 3 left, 2 right. No protection back there except for himself. He looks to throw. It's a lob to the end zone. It is going to be incomplete. Carson New, a flag in the end zone as well. New had good coverage and leaped and knocked it away from Matney. Let's wait and see what the signal is. Pass interference against Delta. New had single coverage back in the end zone on that high lob throw. That's the 3rd penalty against Delta. That's a 5-yard penalty, and it'll make it 2nd and about 4. So 2nd and about 3 at the 6-yard line. Greaser waiting for the ball. There's the snap. He looks again to the same spot, throws to the back corner of the end zone. It's incomplete. Edgerton had coverage that time on Bradley. It'll be 3rd down.
Edgerton on the coverage.
This drive began at the Newcastle 23. They've taken it all the way to the Delta 6-yard line. Looks more like the 7 from here. 3rd and a fat 3. They can get a first down without scoring here. Deep in the Delta end of the field. Down in the red zone where you make your money. Greaser waiting for the ball with 3 wide right, 2 wide left, and he's going to look and throw left for the 3rd straight play. It's knocked away, incomplete. Parker Folletic with the PBU to break it up around the goal line. Again, Matney was the intended receiver. 4th down. Nice play by Folletic that time. So do you go for rolling the chains here, or do you go for a field goal? They're going to put the offense out on the field and put it in the hands of William Greaser. 4th and 3 at the Delta 6. And now a whistle and a timeout. And Delta wants to talk it over. We'll take the break again. 1:31 to go. First quarter action as Delta leads Newcastle 14-7 on Beaver Media.
Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Indiana. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
We'll see if Delta calls for Dr. Feelgood here on 4th down coming up. It's 4th and 3, Newcastle ball at the Delta 6-yard line. Minute 31 to go in the first quarter. The Eagles have the lead at 14-7, but maybe not for long. Trojans will bring 3 men wide here to the near side. 2 on the short side across the way to the right of William Greaser. Looks at the defense, play clock to 15. He's got plenty of time. Delta may have jumped and gotten back. No flag. Greaser has a high snap. Going to be flushed under pressure. He's going to run it upfield. He's hit at around the 4-yard line, and he's going to be taken down, I believe, short of the marker. Delta says we got him down and we're going to get it back on downs. Let's see where they spot him officially. They've got it down around the 4-yard line, maybe the 3. It's very close, and I think they're probably going to measure it. Greaser was pressured again. That was not meant to be a quarterback run. That was just Greaser running for his life, trying to get the first down, and they'll bring the sticks on across the way on the short side of the field and measure it. And it's a first down. Greaser got just enough. First and goal, Newcastle. We'll see if they put it in the hands of their pounder at running back. They've got a big fella in the backfield by the name of Jack Taylor, 5'11" and 220. He has 2 rushing touchdowns already this season, and I got to believe that eventually he's going to get his hands on the ball. We'll see if Delta's defense can come up with a key stop. That was a nice conversion on 4th down by Newcastle. So they get 4 fresh downs from the Delta 3-yard line, ball on the right hash. Twins wide right, 1 wide, 2 wide left, and they've got that running back Taylor a step behind and to the left of Greaser. I think he's probably going to get a handoff at some point in this series. They fake it to him. Greaser tries to run it himself. He squirts through a gap, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. William Greaser takes it the final 3 yards, and it's a 14-13 game. Greaser with the 3-yard score to cap off a 77-yard drive. And now on to try the kick is Thurlow. This is for a tie. Right footer, waiting on it, and they got to learn not to shoot fireworks during live plays. Just a hint. Here's the kick. It's up. It looks good, and it is good. 1 minute exactly to go in the first quarter. It's a score fest in Newcastle. Trojans 14, Eagles 14 on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
More than 7.7 million American teenagers participate in high school sports every year, including about 152,000 here in Indiana. They're all learning essential life lessons, like the importance of hard work, time management, and self-discipline, skills that are helping them become better leaders and more active, responsible citizens. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Indiana. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the ball game. If you like scoring, you joined at the right time. We've played 11 minutes in this game, and it's already 14-14 in a Hoosier Heritage Conference shootout here at Newcastle. Greaser with the 3-yard touchdown run for Newcastle. That was his 3rd ground touchdown of the year. And the kick made it a 14-all game. Now Delta with a chance to get their hands on the ball. Defenses haven't stopped anybody tonight. 4 possessions, 4 touchdowns. Who's going to blink first? Might be the difference in this game. Delta ready to receive the kick. The deepest of the Eagles is at the 10-yard line. It looks like Edgerton. Thurlow ready as soon as he gets the signal from the officials. There's just no air tonight moving in the smoke, hanging in here. The kick up into the smoke. It's a shorty taking it around the 18, bobbled and picked up by Howard. Now he's got running room on the edge on the left side and right in front of his bench up the sideline to around the 37-yard line. So Cody Howard made lemonade out of lemons, and the best field position of the night for the Eagles. They'll start this drive just outside their own 35-yard line. Wow, what a game. This reminds me of Newcastle Yorktown a few years ago when it was 62-55 in overtime. It might be one of those kind of games before this one is over. On first down, Hunt has it under center, takes the snap, spin handoff inside. That's Conley again. The steamroller takes it out across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Give him a gain of 6 yards.
Jack Taylor on the stop for the Trojans.
Unofficially for Conley on the ground, 7 carries, 111. That's just in the first quarter. On 2nd and 4, man in motion this way. They fake the pitch. They hand it inside again. Conley this time met by 3 or 4 Trojans as a welcoming crew, but he got it out around the 45-yard line. He's going to be within a yard of a first down. 3rd and short. Flags fly as the play unfolds. Hunt just snuck it ahead. We'll see what the flag means. Thrown here on the near side, right in front of the Newcastle bench. It's against Newcastle, and it should give Delta a penalty first down, and it will.
Substitution, 5-yard penalty.
Illegal substitution
First down, Eagles.
is the call. They'll march off 5 yards, and Delta, unofficially with their 6th first down of the night. They won't snap it again, though, because the clock is running out. And there we are. We've played 12 minutes in Henry County and haven't settled a thing. We reached the end of the first quarter. Delta 14, Newcastle 14 on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
Who do I play high school softball for? I play for my mom and dad who've never missed a game.
Whether they're playing for their teammates, their classmates, or their community, high school student athletes in Indiana learn important lessons they'll use for the rest of their lives, like respect for the rules and the value of hard work and sacrifice. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
We head for the second quarter here at Neal Field in Newcastle, Indiana. Brian Beaver with you. Thanks for joining us for the ride tonight as they make me look smart yet again in a 14-14 game after the first quarter. I tweeted this afternoon a couple of pretty good quarterbacks in this one. Brady Hunt has both Delta scores, both on the ground, and Greaser has accounted for both of the Newcastle scores, one through the air and one on the ground. How about that? Pretty good QB play in this one. We've got a whole bunch more for you as this one unfolds in a 14-14 thriller. We flip the field. Delta will go left to right, north to south here in the second quarter. It's nearly dark now on a gorgeous night for football in Henry County. Ball on the near side of the field. Man in motion is Stitt. Hunt will drop. Pressured, was going to throw. Now he stiff arms a man. He gets away from another and throws it out of bounds across the way. A very heady senior kind of play right there. First incomplete pass of the night. 2 out of 3 so far for Hunt. The Ball State recruit nearly ate a sack twice, but he got away long enough to throw it out of bounds. Lived to fight another day. on second down and 10 yards to go right from midfield. The ball just below the Trojan Head logo on this beautiful artificial turf field. Belangi in motion. Misdirection give this way. Stitt got to the corner but got bottled up. Nice play to contain it out there and keep it to a 2-yard gain by the Newcastle defense.
And it is now
Third down, 8 yards to go. Let's see what the Eagles do with it. You hear the bell tolling on the PA in the background. Hunt will go from the pistol. Conley just to his right. Hunt will roll, has protection, throws a long ball down the far sideline. It is caught at around the 28-yard line. They're going to mark it good. 22-yard gain from Hunt. First and 10 Delta.
First down at 10, Eagles.
Here's Hunt on first and 10. Looking to throw, firing for the end zone. He's got a man out there. Edgerton leaps and can't get it. It's off his hands, out of bounds around the 5-yard line.
Pass in complete. Edgerton, the intended receiver. Jason
Make it second and 10.
Second down at 10.
11:05 to go here in the first half. 14-14 game. It's been a back and forth affair. There goes Belangi in motion to the right. The handoff is to Conley, who sweeps around the right corner, and second effort takes him down near the stick as they force him out of bounds around the 29-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 21-yard line, and he got 8 yards.
It is now third down.
Big third down here on 3rd and 2. Conley with the call straight ahead off left tackle. He buries his head and steamrolls his way for the first down to around the 18-yard line. It is another Delta first down. I asked one of the coaches, what do they say to Conley? Keep your head down. Don't fumble the ball. First and 10 Eagles in the red zone now. At the 17-yard line in Newcastle territory, Conley will get the handoff again and dive across the left side down to around the 14-yard line. 3 yards again for the senior, who's up to 128 yards on 11 carries unofficially. Second down and 7 yards to go. Manor will go wide right. Conley at the I-back position, 2 wings in the backfield and 1 in motion. That's Belangi. They give it again straight ahead to Conley, who fights his way forward down to around the 10. Now the pile moves to the 6-yard line. Going to be close to another Delta first down. He looks like he's going to be down at the 7-yard line, and that should be a first down.
Wayne Nicholson and Jack Taylor on the stop.
First and goal, Eagles at the 7. Defenses have not stopped anyone tonight on either side. Every possession has resulted in a touchdown. Here's Hunt under center with a man in motion. The handoff comes to Conley, and he's going to be hit in the backfield and taken down for a loss. That's a terrific play in the backfield back there by a Newcastle defender. Big star for Trenton Round, who yanked him down all the way back at the 11-yard line. That's a -4 for Conley, his first negative yardage carry tonight. And it makes it second and goal from the 11-yard line. 9:18 to go here in the second quarter. It's a 14-14 game. Delta looking to get on top again with Hunt waiting on the snap. He's going to keep it and run it around the left corner. Fights his way to the 5. Nudged out of bounds down there by a Newcastle defender. That was Jack Taylor, who came up to force him out of bounds at around the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Ball on the 6-yard line. Third down and goal. Let's make some noise.
Third and goal, Eagles. Will they dial up a throw here? on 3rd and goal at the Newcastle 6. We're about to find out. Good traveling crowd across the way from Delta tonight. They traveled pretty well in the COVID-19 era. Now a whistle before the snap, and a timeout taken by Newcastle will take it with them. 9:05 to go in the second quarter. It's Delta 14, Newcastle 14 on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
More than 7.7 million American teenagers participate in high school sports every year, including about 152,000 here in Indiana. They're all learning essential life lessons, like the importance of hard work, time management, and self-discipline. Skills that are helping them become better leaders and more active, responsible citizens. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the ball game. 9:05 to go in the second quarter out of a Newcastle defensive timeout as Delta is threatening here on what will be 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line. It's a 14-14 game with 9:05 to go in the second quarter. And we'll see what Delta dials up offensively across the way. Chris Overholt breaks out of the huddle with his offensive assistants, and we're about set to go. Ball will be at the 6-yard line on the near hash. That's the left side of the Delta offensive view as they move it right to left. Wide right across the way is Edgerton. Wide here on the near side is Manor. Conley will be the eye back. I see Belangi and Stitt at wings. Hunt will be under center. Takes the count, gives it ahead. Conley barrels down toward the goal line. He's awfully close. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Down to the 1-yard line. 4th down and goal.
So a really big 4th down coming up here for Delta. Ball at the 1-yard line. I smell a Brady Hunt quarterback sneak with 8:40 to go before halftime. Delta threatening to go back in front again for the second time. Hunt under center. They're going to give it to Conley, and he plows ahead. Is he in for the touchdown? He's in for the touchdown. The official on the near side said he got just enough, and Delta is back in front, 20-14. Conley with his second rushing touchdown of the season, and the take the ball and score routine continues on a 65-yard drive by Delta. Griffiths on to try the PAT. Terrific drive. Eagles went 65 yards for the score. Griffiths waiting on the kick. The holder is Belangi. Griffiths, a left-footed soccer-style booter with white shoes and orange trim. Here's the kick. They blocked it. Man came off the edge. It looked like Jack Taylor laid out and got it. And the kick is no good. 8:29 to go in the second quarter. Delta 20, Newcastle 14 on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
Who do I play high school softball for? I play for my mom and dad who've never missed a game. I play for the smell of my leather glove, the sound of infield chatter, and that incredible feel of the ball jumping off my bat. I play for sacrifice bunts and sacrifice flies because they've taught me what it means to be a teammate.
Whether they're playing for their teammates, their classmates, or their community, high school student athletes in Indiana learn important lessons they'll use for the rest of their lives, like respect for the rules, time management skills, and the value of hard work and sacrifice.
I play high school softball for my friends who decorate my locker before every big game. That's who I play for. Play for keeps. Play for fun. Play on.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the ball game. 8:29 to go in the second quarter. Delta has retaken the lead, but for the second time tonight, can't convert the extra point. This time a blocked kick, and it's 20-14 Delta out in front of Newcastle. Griffiths to kick it away. Two deep men for the Trojans around their 15-yard line. It's a line drive, mishandled. Now two men have trouble picking it up, and now finally someone falls on it and lays on it. That was Jack Criswell, who just did the smart thing and laid on top of the ball. Trojans will open this drive at their own 24.
25-yard line, and that's where your Trojans start. First down at 10.
We'll see if one of the defenses can stop one of the offenses. With Greaser all by himself in the backfield in the pistol again. 3 wide left, that's the far side. Greaser with the ball. Good pocket, now rolling to his left under pressure, throws it toward the sideline. He just threw it away out of bounds. And it'll be second and 10.
Second down at 10.
Greaser's already put it up 13 times in the game. Then brings up second down and 10. Ball just inside the Newcastle 25-yard line. The wideouts here are close enough to whisper to their coaches with the ball on the near hash. 3 wide left for Greaser, who again is a left-handed thrower. Waiting on the snap. Delta shows blitz. We'll see if they come. Here they come. Throw out here in the flat toward the sideline. Beautiful diving catch out here for a short gain as they pick up a nice 4 yards that time. Matney on the receiving end. Make it 3rd and 6. Eagles trying to get off the field. We haven't had a punt in this game, not even close. Greaser with trips bunched tightly here on the near side. Greaser waiting on the snap. There it is. Looking left, flushed, rolling left toward the far sideline. He's going to eat it, take it upfield on the run. He gets out of bounds, but he'll be short of the first down as he's run out of bounds around the 32-yard line. Then I'll bring up 4th down. First punting situation tonight for either team. Midway through the second quarter, that'll tell you a lot about this game. Instead of punting, they're going to line up as if they're going on 4th and 4. We'll see if it's just an effort to draw Delta offside or if they're really going to go with 7:33 to go before halftime. Trojans trailing 20-14. Delta waiting, play clock down to 2. They're going to go for it. Greaser looking, has time, throws here on the near sideline. It's up for grabs. It's going to be intercepted. No, it's dropped. Carson New was there. Belangi was there. It's a knockdown and a turnover on downs. That should have been intercepted, but Delta will take the turnover on downs. New and Belangi were both there. So Delta in great shape here now because they're going to have the ball at the 31-yard line in Newcastle territory. Let's see if they convert here. Delta with a chance to make it a 2-score game depending on what transpires here. On first down, Conley straight behind Hunt under center. He'll stop. Look, throw down the middle. It's going to be in and out of the hands of the receiver at the goal line. Just missed as Delta went long. That was Edgerton out there, and he just missed cashing it in. Heavy rush that time came from Zamorian Taylor from his linebacker spot. He pressured Hunt. It was an accurate throw. Good coverage on the back end, too. 2nd and 10, and a Delta man jumped on the line. The left tackle jumped before the snap. Should be procedure, and it is. Chris Overholt will not be happy with 4 penalties already in the game. It'll be 2nd and 15. 4 penalties for 30 yards in total against Delta. Only 1 penalty committed tonight so far by Newcastle. 7:19 to go, second quarter. Delta out in front, 20-14. The first 5 possessions in this game led to touchdowns. Delta with a chance coming off the defensive stop to go get some more. Hunt, short drop, hit as he throws down the far sideline. It's going to be out of bounds, incomplete. Brady got buried that time. It was Taylor again who came off the defensive right side, Hunt's blind side. Brady was lucky to get that one away.
It is now third down.
3rd and 10, make it 3rd and 15. Delta will send Manor wide left, Cody Howard wide right. Hunt will go under center. Delta trying to convert here and keep this drive alive after great field position. Toss sweep this way. Cut back. That's Stitt, who got to the corner, couldn't get around the corner. And they take him down for a loss of about maybe a yard. It is a yard. 4th down. 16 to go. Delta sends out the punt team. Well, they didn't do much with that great field position. They started the drive at the 31 and went backward. You could hear the beeping sound like a forklift in the warehouse. So back to punt, Brady Hunt. You might think about a fake down here. There's a lot of real estate with your quarterback punting it to the far side of the field. He's going to kick it. There it is. It's low. It's wobbly. It's going to hit inside the 5 and go right into the end zone for a touchback. 6:23 to go in the second quarter. 20-14. Delta in front on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
Who do I play high school softball for? I play for my mom and dad who've never missed a game.
Whether they're playing for their teammates, their classmates, or their community, high school student athletes in Indiana learn important lessons they'll use for the rest of their lives, like respect for the rules and the value of hard work and sacrifice. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
It's Newcastle ball as they start this drive at their own 20-yard line after the Delta punt for a touchback. Greaser has the ball from the center, and he's buried as he tries to take it upfield. He's taken down on a tackle for loss. Delta smothered him for a -1 back there. Pretty good defensive play up front that time by Grant Williams and Hunter Wallace of Delta's defense. That'll bring up 2nd and 11. Greaser in the pistol. He's been there all night. 2 wide near side, 3 trips wide left across the way, and he claps for the snap. He's got it. Looking left, under pressure, flushed left. He rolls. He throws back over the middle. It's incomplete. Through the hands of his receiver. That was Bradley, and he'll probably tell you he should have caught that. 3rd and long. That was Greaser's first throw that wasn't really completely accurate. It was just a little behind his receiver. He was rolling left, tried to throw back toward his right, and now it's 3rd and 11. We'll see if Delta rushes or plays coverage here with a 6-point lead and 5:45 to go before halftime. Single coverage all over the field in a 5 wide for Greaser at his own 19-yard line. Looking right. Looking, rushed, rolling left. He keeps it. He runs it upfield. He's out of bounds for a short gain to around the 23-yard line. They'll put him down at the 23. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up 4th and long. Punting situation. Line of scrimmage will be the 23-yard line in Newcastle territory. Back to do the punting. That's not Greaser, who was on the depth chart. Big fella's going to kick it. It's a wobbler off the side of his foot. He shanked it out of bounds over here on the near side of his own bench, and it's out of bounds inside the 40. That's a 16-yard punt and golden field position again for Delta. This drive will begin at the NC 39. Second straight possession for Delta that has begun in Newcastle territory. The first time they couldn't do anything with it. Ball on the near hash with Hunt back in the pistol. He fakes the handoff to Conley, cuts behind a blocker, takes it straight up the field, fights for every last inch of yardage to the 32-yard line. 7-yard gain for Brady Hunt. Hunt has 2 of the Delta touchdowns tonight. The other one belongs to Conley. Conley set up one of Hunt's dive touchdowns with a 70-yard run early in the game. 2nd and 2. Make it 3. Bobbled handoff. Hunt grabs it out of the air, takes it ahead for the first down to the 26-yard line. Brady made that fumble not hurt. They keep that one. And it's another Delta first down. I've got them for 11 in the game unofficially, and this time they'll have a fresh 4 snaps at the Newcastle 27-yard line. High snap. Hunt goes and gets it. Hands straight ahead to Conley, who buries his head and plows down the field for about 4 or 5 yards. They'll mark him down at the 23. Gain of 5.
Second down at 5.
2nd and 5 for Delta. 4:16 to go before halftime. The Eagles have the ball. They have the momentum. They have the lead at 20-14. Hunt with Conley next to him. Hunt fakes the handoff, runs it straight ahead. He's got another first down as he's flipped in the air. Did the ball come out on contact? They're marking him down. He was flipped in the air, and the ball came out when Hunt landed, but Brady might be hurt. They're going to spot the ball down at the 12-yard line. He really got banged up, not just on the hip, but the way he landed was awkward. He may have landed on his shoulder, and it's not what you want for your quarterback. He's still down. Officials timeout as they'll tend to him. We'll break for it as well. 4:01 to go before halftime. 20-14 Delta on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Indiana. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
1st and 10 at the 12 following the injury timeout. Brady Hunt came out. Edgerton went in for a snap at quarterback and gained 7 yards. Took it down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and 3. Eagles can get a touchdown or get a first down without getting a touchdown. Here's a handoff inside. Conley down near the end zone. He's in for a touchdown. Evan Conley puts it in the end zone again for the Eagles, and they lead this one 26-14. Short drive, 39 yards. Conley has the score. 2nd for him tonight. Now on to try the PAT. They're going to go for 2. Hunt rolling right. looking in the end zone, flips to the end zone. It's incomplete. It was briefly in the hands of Stitt, but he couldn't haul it in. And that's the third failed conversion already tonight by Delta. They've got to get that fixed. 3:09 to go in the first half. It's Delta 26, Newcastle 14 on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in Indiana are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Delta has scored again. The Eagles lead 26-14 with 3:09 to go before halftime. Conley on the 5-yard touchdown run. The pass for 2, no good. And the Eagles lead by 12 points at 26-14. But those missed PAT opportunities can really come back to haunt you in a game like this. Delta has had 5 offensive possessions in this game against a vaunted Newcastle defense, and they've stuck it in their pipe 4 times in the first 21 minutes of this game. Griffiths has it teed up. Long way to go in this one. Deep men waiting for the Trojans around their 18. It's a short end-over-end kick here to a short man on the near side. He'll bring it ahead to the 30, 35, out to the 40-yard line. Good field position on the return that time by Lane Nicholson. So the Trojans have had 2 straight possessions, make it 3 now, where they haven't scored. Turned it over on downs, punted, and now here on this third one, depending on what they do with it here. 3 minutes and 4 seconds to go before halftime. Chance for the Trojans to inch closer if they can take it down to the end zone. Moving left to right with 3 wide left, 2 wide right. That's here on the near side. Delta showing blitz. They're going to bring it. Greaser to throw. Goes under the blitzers. Cuts to the far side. He's hit, and he's going to be pulled down around the yards line of scrimmage. Maybe a -1 or a no gain. A good job by Delta to string that out as Greaser just couldn't get anything going. Technically a loss of 1. Second and 11. Clock still rolling at 2:35 here in period number 2. 3 wide here on the near side, 2 left across the way. Greaser 5 yards behind his center, waiting on the snap. Single coverage all over the place. We'll see if Greaser takes a shot. He's got the snap, looking left, throwing deep left. He's got a man down there. It's overthrown. Miscommunication on the route as the receiver took it inside on a post. He threw it to the sideline. A break for Delta on a pass intended for Brandon Matney. It'll be 3rd down. $11 yards to go for the Trojans at their own 40-yard line. Make it closer to their 39. 3 wide here on the near side now on 3rd and long. They need to break into Delta territory just to roll it over. Final 2:15 of the half. Greaser looking deep. Going to throw it deep. Matney out here again. It's a battle for the ball. Matney and Cody Howard. Clean play. Slight contact. They both have a right to the ball. And it was incomplete, overthrown. And it's 4th down. That makes it 4th and 11. And with 2:09 to go before halftime, do you gamble here and go again? Delta has started the last 2 drives at the 31 and the 39. Newcastle's going to go with Greaser. 1 man in the backfield with him. Twins wide here on the near side. Greaser is going to punt it as the quarterback, a quick kick, if you will. It'll hit and roll inside the Delta 25, inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 1:58 to go, second quarter. Delta 26, Newcastle 14 on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
The world of high school sports is filled with athletes who possess the eye of the tiger and whose focus and determination enables them to soar like eagles. The games themselves can't be played without a few zebras. Becoming an IHSAA official is a great way to be part of the action and to support Indiana's healthy tradition of high school athletics. Visit ihsaa.org and get in the game. This message brought to you by the IHSAA and the high schools in your community.
On first down, Delta keeps it on the ground as they give the ball to Belangi, and he tries the right side. Didn't get much at all, and one of Delta's linemen got dinged up a little. Jack Schaefer got up a little slowly, but he's okay. No gain that time for Belangi, and it's 2nd and 10. 1:28 to go in the first half. Delta deep in their own territory at their 18-yard line, leading 26-14, and Hunt under center with Stitt in motion. The handoff is straight ahead to Conley. He again bulldozes his way into the secondary for about a 4-yard gain to around the 22. Conley's been a workhorse in his first start at running back. He's carried 18 times already for a $151 and a pair of touchdowns. We'll see what the Eagles do here. You don't have to be extravagant at all. You can basically run it again and go to the locker room with 43 seconds to go in the period and a 3rd and 6. You don't want to do anything to give the ball back here deep in your own territory. Hunt under center. They'll hand it to Conley. Running room to the secondary, and he's got just enough for a first down at his 29-yard line on a gain of 7. That should stop the clock temporarily, and it does. Conley with a 158-yard first half under his belt. It's a first down for Delta. They'll wind the clock here, and that might be the final snap of the period and the half, as Delta just thinks about not even having to snap the ball here with the play clock. Play clock's at 11. It's at 10, so they've got a 1-second differential. They'll have to snap it or take a penalty. Hunt under center, and he's going to sweep it to the far side as Stitt gets the call and the carry, and he's -1 over on the far sideline, and that winds the clock down to zeros. We've reached halftime here at Neal Field in Newcastle. At the break, Delta out in front. The Eagles lead Newcastle 26-14 on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel.
A 50-50 ball. An elbow to the ribs. A sudden flash of tempers. In sports, anything can happen in the heat of the moment. The Indiana High School Athletic Association reminds you that when cooler heads prevail, everybody wins. When the game heats up, will you keep your cool? This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community. More than 7.7 million American teenagers participate in high school sports every year, including about 152,000 here in Indiana. They're all learning essential life lessons, like the importance of hard work, time management, and self-discipline, skills that are helping them become better leaders and more active, responsible citizens. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Who do I play high school softball for? I play for my mom and dad who've never missed a game.
Whether they're playing for their teammates, their classmates, or their community, high school student athletes in Indiana learn important lessons they'll use for the rest of their lives, like respect for the rules and the value of hard work and sacrifice. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Indiana. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
We're at halftime here at Neal Field in Newcastle. Good first half for the Delta Eagles as they go to the locker room with a 26-14 lead after the first 24 minutes of action. It's been an action-packed, thrilling game. It's been back and forth. Early in the game, the defenses couldn't stop anybody. They couldn't stop sunlight with an opaque object. But late in the game, in the second quarter, defenses started to get a little more forceful, and Delta was able to pad their lead and now have a 12-point scoring gap in their favor as they go to the locker room. Newcastle's marching band is going to perform their field show here tonight at halftime. And as they get going, being an ex-bando myself, I'm going to total up my stats while you get to enjoy the marching band. Real quickly, though, it was 14-14 at the end of a quarter. Delta added 2 scores in period number 2 and put the goose egg up defensively as the Trojans failed to get on the board in the second quarter. And that's where we stand. That's where the teams have gone to get a cool drink. Enjoy the halftime show here on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
Proud to present the Trojan Marching Band. Drum majors for this year's band are Nancy Thompson and Carter Birch. Field commander is Ryan Scott. And now we present one of Indiana's finest, the Trojan Marching Band. The Trojan Marching Band is under the direction of Jonathan Edwards and Chris Glover. Staff includes Tommy Fridman, Allison Gwynn, Rebecca Wan, Jeremy Turner, Austin Marshall, Jared Weaver, and Lori Clark. The Indiana State School Music Association made the difficult decision earlier this year to cancel the competition season. These students marching in front of you this evening have continued to work hard this season, putting together a halftime show for your entertainment and continued working on developing their marching, music, and performance skills. We're very proud of this group for pushing on in the face of uncertainty this season due to the pandemic. We'll be having a free community performance tomorrow at 4 o'clock here at Neal Field. Gates will open at 3:45. Once again, a big round of applause for the Trojan Marching Band.
Nice job by the Newcastle kids in the band as they get a chance to shine here at halftime. It's been a wild, high-scoring affair. 26-14 here at halftime. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll go over the numbers unofficially here at halftime at Neal Field on the Delco Preps channel. Stay right there.
More than 7.7 million American teenagers participate in high school sports every year, including about 152,000 here in Indiana. They're all learning essential life lessons, like the importance of hard work, time management, and self-discipline, skills that are helping them become better leaders and more active, responsible citizens. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in Indiana are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. There's just one place where a team is more than a group of individual agendas. It's a catalyst for demonstrating the potential of the collaborative spirit. There's just one place where players, coaches, and fans experience the exhilaration that happens when an entire community rallies behind the school team. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. In addition, high school sports help young people in Indiana develop the discipline and confidence they need to be leaders in life, even as they unite communities like nothing else. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
The world of high school sports is filled with athletes who possess the eye of the tiger and whose focus and determination enables them to soar like eagles. But the games themselves can't be played without a few zebras. Becoming an IHSAA official is a great way to be part of the action and to support Indiana's healthy tradition of high school athletics. Visit ihsaa.org and get in the game. This message brought to you by the IHSAA and the high schools in your community.
Welcome back to Neal Field here in Newcastle. Brian Beaver with you at halftime, and Mike Gibson. Thanks for listening from Muncie tonight. Glad to have you along. Appreciate your ears. We're at halftime, Delta leading 26-14, but Eagles are going to want some of those extra points back. Maybe not tonight, but definitely before the end of the season. You got to get that fixed, but otherwise, you've had a pretty good night so far if you're in the blue and gold across the way or listening anywhere around the country. It's a 26-14 game at the intermission, and here's the scoring summary. 4 touchdowns in the first quarter. Delta got on the scoreboard first. They took the opening kickoff, drove down the field. Brady Hunt on a 6-yard run. The kick was no good. Delta led 6-0. Newcastle came right back. Reeser on a 57-yard pass to Bradley. Thurlow with the kick. Newcastle had its only lead of the night at 7-6 at 5:39 of the first. Delta fires right back again. Hunt on a 3-yard run to cap off the drive at 3:44 of the first. His pass to Belangi was good, and Delta led 14-6. Greaser said, "Oh yeah, have some of this." With a minute left in the first quarter, a 3-yard run on a quarterback keeper. Thurlow's kick was good. We were tied at 14 at the end of the first quarter. 2 scores in period number 2. They both belong to the Eagles. 8:29 of the second quarter. Conley on a 1-yard run. The kick was blocked, and Delta led 20-14. And then at 3:09 before halftime, Conley again, this time on a 5-yard run. The pass on the 2-point attempt was no good, and Delta led 26-14. That's where we stand right now with the teams in the locker rooms for a couple minutes more here at Neal Field. Unofficially in the first half, individual statistics, Hunt, 3 out of 7 through the air for 52 yards. Manor has all 3 catches for 52. Rushing, Hunt 7 for 44. Belangi 5 for 11. Stitt 3 for 4 net. Conley 19 carries, 158, and a pair of scores to give him 3 rushing touchdowns on the season, 2 of them tonight in his first career running back start. Delta has committed 4 penalties. They've been nullified by 30 total yards, unofficially 13 first downs, 1 fumble that Delta recovered. They've punted 1 time. You look at the individual stats for Newcastle. Throwing the ball, William Greaser, 8 of 18 for 155. He's hit Gabbard for 2 catches and 10 yards. Bradley, 3 for 70, including a 57-yard scoring bomb. Matney with 3 catches for 75. And in the rushing department, it's been all William Greaser all the time. 7 rushes, 23 net yards at halftime. Newcastle has been penalized 1 time for 5 yards. I've got them unofficially for just 5 first downs. They have punted the ball twice and given it away on downs a 3rd time. So things look pretty good here. Halfway through this one for Delta, but there's an awful long way to go. And with an explosive offense on the Newcastle side, still anybody's game here. As the winner tonight will stay at 1 loss. The loser will drop to 2 losses in the league. And the guys with the 1 are going to stay in the race for the title. And the guys with the 2 are probably going to start look ahead toward the sectional as their team goal instead of a league crown. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have the opening kickoff of the second half on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel. You stay right there.
A 50-50 ball. An elbow to the ribs. A sudden flash of tempers. In sports, anything can happen in the heat of the moment. The Indiana High School Athletic Association reminds you that when cooler heads prevail, everybody wins. When the game heats up, will you keep your cool? This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
Who do I play high school softball for? I play for my mom and dad who've never missed a game.
Whether they're playing for their teammates, their classmates, or their community, high school student athletes in Indiana learn important lessons they'll use for the rest of their lives, like respect for the rules and the value of hard work and sacrifice. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Indiana. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Indiana. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports, they're so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Who do I play high school softball for? I play for my mom and dad who've never missed a game.
Whether they're playing for their teammates, their classmates, or their community, high school student athletes in Indiana learn important lessons they'll use for the rest of their lives, like respect for the rules and the value of hard work and sacrifice. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to Neal Field down in Newcastle. Great night to have you along for high school football, Hoosier Heritage Conference style. 26-14 game at the intermission with Delta on the upside of that one. And a reminder that Newcastle won the toss tonight and deferred, so the Trojans are going to get the ball right away on offense to open the third quarter with both teams back on the field. Trojans just finishing their huddle and their stretching. And Delta on the far side getting ready for second half action. You look at the factors coming into this game. Kyle Gabbard of Newcastle came in their leading scorer in the season. He had 8 touchdowns through 4 games, 7 caught, 1 a kickoff return. He has been not a factor at all in this game. And Delta has done a nice job making somebody else beat them. So we'll see if that holds true in the second half as Newcastle comes to its sideline here on the near side of the field. And while I've got a moment, I want to say a thank you to Ben Whistle, the athletic director here at Newcastle, and his game day staff for their hospitality. Appreciate all they did to get this thing going this week. And we're glad you're along for the ride as well. If you got into this broadcast during the game instead of at the start, it'll be archived. As soon as the game is over, you can hear the whole thing again if you didn't hear it at all tonight. Or you have a relative who didn't get to do that, or a player and they want to hear it tomorrow, you can do that again too. So make use of it. That's what it's there for. It's why we do what we do. We're not here for us. We're here for you and the players and the coaches, plain and simple. Teams have taken the field. We're ready to go. Delta will kick it away with Griffiths doing the honors. Pair of deep men for Newcastle. Kyle Gabbard and Aiden Bradley. And if they're smart, they'll kick it away from Gabbard again. Let's see what Griffiths does with it. No breeze at all tonight. It's a gorgeous night. Don't get used to it. These are going to be gone in a hurry. Next week could be 30 degrees colder. Here's the second half kickoff. It's a squibbert on the middle. A short man will take it at the 27, kept his balance, put a hand down, and kept going out across the 30 to around the 32-yard line. Newcastle 1st and 10. Trojans at their own 32. Delta trying to bounce back after that loss to 4A number 1 Mount Vernon last week at home. That was a stinging loss. They've put some salve on it so far tonight. Greaser back to open the second half, standing waiting on the snap at his own 26-yard line. Line of scrimmage is the 32. 3 wide here on the near side as they move right to left. Greaser, quick throw here to the flat, wide open and caught by Matney. He gets a block and goes to the 40-yard line. He'll be out of bounds with a gain of 8 on first down. Matney has done a nice job.
8 on the play, second down and 2.
Second and 2. Good chance to throw and maybe throw a long one here on 2nd and 2 at the 40. Greaser with the play clock at 20. He's in fine shape there. Empty backfield for him. Quick throw here on the near side. It's caught again and taken up to midfield. Matney with another catch. This one good for 10 yards and a first down. Fifth catch of the game for Matney. And the first down of the second half for the Trojans. Right at midfield here on the near hash, right in front of their bench. 3 wide right. Greaser looking over the defense. Now he's got the ball. He's going to keep it on a run. Take it upfield into Delta territory. Trying to turn the corner right side. He gets out around the stick around the 40-yard line. He's going to be close to a first down. Let's see where they mark him out of bounds. Crossed away by the Delta bench, and they give him the first down on a gain of 11.
First down.
2 straight first downs for the Trojans here to open the second half at the Delta 40. 3 wide left here on the near side for Greaser. He'll wait for the snap. There it is. Quick throw here, left side. It might have been tipped, and it's in and out of the hands of a receiver here near side. That was Bradley, who tried to make a leaping catch, and I think the ball might have been tipped slightly at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down. That was the 21st throw of the night already by Greaser. He's been a busy guy. He's been most of the offense. 2nd and 10. Trojans trailing 26-14 at the Delta 40-yard line. Ball across the way on the right hash. Now we've got a whistle just before the snap. The official is going to say Greaser did something wrong again. Wow. Well, let's see what happens. Greaser's going to have to come out. And going into the game for a snap is Eli Cooper. Second and 10. Greaser won't be out of there long. Cooper all by himself. Let's see if Delta comes after him. They're showing blitz. There's the snap. They're coming after him. He's going to throw it deep. It's a wobbler. It's anybody's ball, and it's nearly caught but knocked out of the hands of the receiver on a nice defensive play. Matney was out there, but Parker Folletic with a nice job to get a hand in there and knock it down. It'll be 3rd and 10. And let's see, Greaser's going right back in the game. That ball was a wobbler, and it could very well have been an interception. As it is, it's 3rd and 10. Newcastle got to the Delta 40, and they've slipped their transmission into neutral here. Greaser ready for the snap back in there on 3rd and 10. 10:39 to go, 3rd quarter. Trojans trailing by 12. Greaser drops the snap. He nearly lost the fumble. He got it just before a Delta defender, Grant Williams, got there.
4th down for the Trojans.
Greaser with a nice job to fall on it, and now on 4th down, it's going to be 4th and forever. 4th and 16, -6 for Greaser. Greaser back in like mini punt formation, about 7-8 yards behind the center. He'll probably just pooch kick it there. Line of scrimmage is the Delta 46. Greaser waiting. Play clock down to 2. He is going to pooch kick it. It's a high returnable kick. Edgerton will take it. He's got room at the 10. Starts it upfield. Cuts to his left. 20, 25. Bang down hard on a nice hit over there at around the 26-yard line. Delta will have it 1st and 10. We'll keep it right here.
Matt Bell also on the stop for Newcastle.
So Delta opens the 3rd quarter offensively at their own 26. 26-14 game. It was 14-14 at the end of a quarter. Delta got 2 scores in the second. Trojans went scoreless in period number 2. And now Hunt has his offense ready at the 26 with Brady under center. Gives straight ahead to Conley, and he just grinds it out to around the 31-yard line. 4, maybe 5 yards. They're going to give him 4. And it's 2nd and 6. Terrific night so far by Evan Conley. I've got him unofficially 20 carries, 162, pair of touchdowns. Clock rolling, 9:15 of the third quarter. This is Delta's first series on offense after halftime. Straight ahead give again, and Conley just runs over a couple of guys and gets it out to the 36-yard line. Another 5-yard pickup. Shades of the Charlie Spiegel era. Power running. It's been a factor in the game. 1st and 10. Delta gets a fresh 4 snaps at their 35. Here's a quick hitter on the right side, and Conley just lowers his head, sticks his nose in there, takes it out to the 41-yard line. When you're getting 4 to 5 on most every carry, life is good. 2nd and 6 yards to go. Eagles have it at their own 40. They need to get to the 46 to roll it over again with Hunt under center and a man in motion. That's Stitt. He's tossed sweeping to Stitt, left side, gets to the corner, out near the stick, but short as he's taken out of bounds. That's a gain of around 3 yards. It looks like they moved him out around the 44-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and 3 from the 44. Conley will be the eye back. Man wide here on the near side is Edgerton. Looks like man or wide across the way. Hunt with a give to Conley. Around the left corner, running him to the sideline. Still going with the 40, down around the 32-yard line. It's a big one and another Delta first down. 25-yard run.
On the tackle for the Trojans. First down at 10, Delta.
That takes Conley to 196 for the night, unofficially. 2 straight first downs for Delta on this drive, and they've got it 1st and 10 at the Newcastle 32. Hunt back to throw under pressure. Deep ball to the end zone. It is going to be incomplete. Edgerton dived and tried to get it. It was just out of his reach in the end zone. That's a good shot, though.
2nd down and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. 31-yard line in Newcastle territory. 7:25 to go here in the third quarter. Delta's defense survived, got it back on a punt. Here they go, driving again deep into Newcastle territory. Misdirection give on the left side, running for Stitt, gets a block inside the 15-yard line. It looks like he'll have another Delta first down. They'll put him down right at the 15 on a 16-yard pickup for Stitt. Stitt happens. Been waiting to say that all night. 1st down and 10. 3 first downs here on this drive for Delta. It began at their own 26-yard line. Spin give again. Nice cut inside by Stitt. At the 10, at the 5, to the pylon. Touchdown. Delta with a Stitt run. 15 yards, and Delta leads 32-14. Stitt with a beautiful cut to the outside, got him to daylight. He did the rest on a nice job by the line. Stitt with his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. Beautifully done. Eagles are going to go for the extra point kick here. The law of averages would tell you they're going to get one eventually. Griffiths, that left footer, looking at his holder, says, I'm ready. Holder looks for this. It is good. 7:01 to go, third quarter. Delta 33, Newcastle 14 on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
Who do I play high school softball for? I play for my mom and dad who've never missed a game. I play for the smell of my leather glove, the sound of infield chatter, and that incredible feel of the ball jumping off my bat. I play for Sacrifice Bunts and Sacrifice Flies because they've taught me what it means to be a teammate.
Whether they're playing for their teammates, their classmates, or their community, high school student athletes in Indiana learn important lessons they'll use for the rest of their lives, like respect for the rules, time management skills, and the value of hard work and sacrifice.
I play high school softball for my friends who decorate my locker before every big game. That's who I play for. Play for keep.
Team now, do or die time for Newcastle. They got to get some points. Trailing here by 19 with 7:01 to go in the third quarter. You figure now you almost have to score every offensive possession if you're the Trojans. Eagles are in good shape right now, but there's a long way to go. We have 19 minutes left in this game. Griffiths has it teed up at the 40. He'll kick it left to right. The deep men waiting around the 18-yard line for Newcastle. Here's the kick. It's a low line drive. It'll be one hopped at the 20-yard line. Gabbard has it. He's dangerous. Cuts to the outside, all the way to the 40. Spins out of a tackle. Nice run to the 45-yard line. 25-yard return by Mr. Gabbard. And now a flag goes flying in well after the tackle, and that's bound to be some kind of personal foul. And probably against Delta. Let's see what the referee tells us momentarily here. Here comes the signal. Personal foul against Delta. That's a big one. That's going to move the ball all the way, I believe, to the 40-yard line. It is the 40-yard line.
Ball at the 40-yard line. First down and 10.
So a golden opportunity here for Newcastle. They only need 40 yards of offense to get in the end zone. 2 men wide here on the short side. 3 wide across the way on the far side. That's the wide side as Greaser waits for the ball. He's got it. He's going to fake and take it upfield on a run. The keeper takes him all the way down around the 32-yard line. Nice job by Greaser to pick up about 8 yards on the carry. He's a pretty good quarterback. 2nd and 2. Third quarter is half over now at 6:29 and rolling. 5 wide again, 3 of them to the right for Greaser, the left-handed quarterback. He's going to throw deep down the near sideline. Matney is out there, but he can't get to it. There was pushing and shoving, and I think they're going to get Parker Folletic on a defensive pass interference call. It sure looked that way. Let's see what happens here with the officiating. Yep, not personal foul, a pass interference against Delta. It was on Folletic. And 2 big penalties have taken the ball from what would have been the Newcastle 45 all the way to the Delta 17.
First down and 10.
First and 10. In the red zone go the Trojans. They need points. They got to score just about every possession the rest of the game, trailing 33-14. Greaser looking to throw over the middle. It's through the hands of his receiver around the 5-yard line. He really put some mustard on that one and couldn't make the connection. Eli Cooper was there. It whistled through his hands. It's about 100 miles an hour. Second and 10. Greaser looks over at his sideline. He's only about 30 feet from his coaching staff. Waiting on the snap. There it is. Going to throw it. Slant complete, but the flags fly on either side of the field. It's going to be offside against Delta.
Against the Eagles. 5-yard penalty remains second down.
Well, these just kill you. And Delta's had 3 penalties since the kickoff. They've given up about 40 yards of penalty yardage here, and now all of a sudden it's 2nd and 5, Newcastle at the 12-yard line. Chris Overholt will not be happy with those penalty numbers tonight. 2nd and 5, great time to take a shot at the end zone if you're Greaser and the Trojans. He's going to look right, throw right. Might have been off the ground, but his receiver caught it just before it got down. Then driven back 5 yards after the catch. That's Eli Cooper for a gain of 5.
No gain on the play. Third down and 5.
3rd and 5. 5:40 to go, third quarter. Trojans trailing 33-14. Delta trying to get them off the field. This is definitely 4-down territory for Newcastle. 3 wide here on the near side, 2 greasers left to the other side. Going to throw it quickly. It's in and out of the hands of Gabbard. Coverage that time was good by Delta. Mitchell Whitmer was there. And that makes it 4th and 5. Trojans are going to go for the end zone or the first down anyway. They need 5 yards to keep this drive alive. Delta trying to get a turnover on downs for the second time in the game and the first time in the second half. Empty backfield for Greaser. He's Mr. Lonely, waiting on the ball. There it goes. He looks to the end zone, fires to the end zone. It's incomplete. Nice job breaking it up. Bradley was the intended receiver. Nice job breaking it up that time in the Delta secondary. I can't tell who that was. It might have been Stitt. Can't tell. Maybe Belangi. At any rate, the incomplete pass turns it over on downs to Delta. So the Trojans have had it twice in the third quarter. They have punted and turned it over on downs after getting a ton of help on penalties. They did nothing with it. And Delta has the ball 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line. Here's an inside handoff. Look at that quick hitter that time by Conley out to around the 20-yard line. They're going to put him down at the 25 for a gain of 5. .201 unofficially on the night for Evan Conley. 24 carries. He's been a workhorse, and I think you found your new running back. 4:45 to go, third quarter. Hunt in the pistol. Hands. Now he takes it out of Conley's gut and goes to the left side on a keeper. He's close to the stick for the first down. Let's see if they give it to him. They're going to move the sticks. First down, Delta. Fourth first down of the second half for the Eagles. They're in good shape right now. 4:25 left, third quarter. Eagles lead this one 33-14. They've scored 19 unanswered points since being tied at 1 at the end of 1, 14-14. Here's a handoff on first down to the far sideline. Conley for about 3, maybe 4 yards, depending on where they scored him out of bounds. And they're going to give him 3. Pretty good way to make your debut as a running back. 2nd and 7. Final 3:53 of the third quarter. Man in motion this way is Belangi. Fake toss sweep. They go the other way with Stitt. Nice burst to the point of attack into the secondary. He's got first down yardage to around the 36-yard line, but a penalty flag across the way at around the 31 as he ran through the gap. Almost always a blocking penalty. Let's see here. Yep, holding against Delta. 8 penalties in the game for the Eagles. And I will say he'll take it as a trade-off because you got a 19-point lead and you don't want to be penalized all these times, but Delta will move back. You hear the beeping again. 2nd and 12 at their own 21. Hunt, the quarterback, looking at his wristband, as are the other 10 guys on the offense. He'll go under center with one man behind him and a man wide on either side. Man in motion is Belangi. Throw across the way to the far side. Looks like Edgerton for maybe 3 or 4 yards out around the 25-yard line. It was Logan Manor.
Logan Manor on the catch for the Eagles. It is now 3rd down.
That'll bring up a 3rd and 8 at the 27-yard line. We'll see if the Eagles go to the air or if they try Conley on a quick one again. They're going to play act. Hunt under pressure, gets away from the sack. Lots of running room across the way. He's to midfield. He's to the 40. He's bumped out of bounds around the 38-yard line. Huge pickup by Brady Hunt. Wow. 35-yard quarterback keeper for the first down by Hunt. Beautifully done. Should have been sacked, squirted out of trouble, heady play, 1st and 10 Eagles at the Newcastle 39-yard line. Here's a carry straight ahead for Conley. He just rides the backs of his offensive linemen, one of which he used to be, and he's got a 5-yard pickup. Got him 26 carries, 209 yards. Excellent job by Evan Conley tonight. He's putting up Charlie Spiegel kind of numbers from the same spot in the offense that Spiegel ran from his first 2 years in high school as a Delta Eagle before going to New Palestine. 2nd and 5, bunch formation for the Eagles. They'll toss sweep it near side. That's to the right. Here comes Belangi, gets a block from Conley, bumped out of rounds around the 22-yard line. That's enough for another first down for Delta on a pickup of 11.
First down and 10, Delta.
Another first down for the Eagles gives them 6 in the second half and 19 for the game unofficially. Just outside the red zone at the Newcastle 22-yard line, final 1:56 of quarter number 3. Punt, pumps, fires to the end zone. In and out of the hands of Trevor Edgerton on nice coverage in the back corner of the end zone by Newcastle. Second down. That'll stop the clock with 1:50 to go in the period. Since we were tied at 14, it's been all Delta offensively. They've tacked on 19 straight points to lead 33-14. Hunt under center. Hands to Conley. Nearly fumbled it. He's hit on the backfield. Now he fumbles it again. This one on the ground. It's live but covered by Delta back at the 30-yard line.
Covered by the Eagles.
That's the one thing you worry about when you turn a lineman into a running back. Ball security. Do they understand and do they have the skill yet, the feel yet for putting that ball away? But he's done an outstanding job in this game tonight. He's been lights out. Conley has. Third down. All the way back to the 30. They need the 13. 17 yards to go. Hunt's going to throw along to the end zone. He's got a man out there. It's overthrown incomplete as Cody Howard got behind the defense, but couldn't get there in time. That brings up fourth down. And with the line of scrimmage at the Newcastle 30, you got to figure you're going to just go for it here. Why punt? You've got a great chance to put this one almost on ice here if you could convert. 4th and 18 from the 30-yard line. Ball on the left hash. Hunt, short drop. It's going to lob a fade to the end zone. He's got a man out there, but double coverage, and it's incomplete. Carson New was the intended receiver, and Delta gives it over on downs. So Newcastle gets what it needed. Delta drove the ball from their 13 all the way to the 30, but Newcastle gets it back, and they have a sigh of relief, and they're still alive. Minute left in the third quarter. 33-14 game. Trojans need a quick score from their own 30. Haven't done much with it offensively in the third quarter. 3 wide here on the near side. That's the left side as Newcastle moves it right to left across your imagination, north to south here at Neal Field. Empty backfield for Greaser as he scans the Delta defense waiting on the ball. Here's the snap to him. Quick turn and throw. Caught out here in the flat. Another nice completion, about 8 yards or so. Bradley with the catch again. Nicely done for a gain of 9.
Gain of 9, second down and 1.
2nd and 1. Good time to throw a long ball if you're Newcastle here. 3 wide across the way to the right side. That's across to the far side of the field on the Delta bench side of the field. 2 wide here on the near side. Play clock down to 12. Greaser waiting on the snap. And again, looking at that defense. He's got it. It's nearly intercepted. Carson New jumped the route and had it in his hands and dropped it. And the senior has his hands on the back of his helmet. And that body language is, have fun spelling that. But he knows he should have had it. 3rd down and 1 at the Newcastle 39. Final 19.8 seconds of period number 3. Delta leading 33-14. Greaser under pressure. Deep throw down the near sideline. Man is out there, but it's just overthrown out of bounds. Incomplete. Matney was the intended receiver. You heard someone in the crowd yell, you needed a yard. 4th down and 1. Trojans line up as if they're going to just let Greaser pooch punt it. Line of scrimmage is the 39. We'll see if they go for it. They need a yard. Greaser has it. He's going to keep it and run it. He's got the 1st down and more all the way to midfield. Heady play on an 11-yard gain by Greaser and a 1st down.
And that is a Trojan 1st down.
Unofficially 8 first downs in the game, 3 in the second half for Newcastle. They get a fresh 4 on the sticks, just inside Delta's side of the 50.
And that will bring the third
That ends the 3rd quarter, but do not go anywhere. We've got 12 minutes to play, and anything can happen after 3 quarters in Newcastle. It's the Eagles 33, the Trojans 14 on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
More than 7.7 million American teenagers participate in high school sports every year, including about 152,000 here in Indiana. They're all learning essential life lessons, like the importance of hard work, time management, and self-discipline, skills that are helping them become better leaders and more active, responsible citizens. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the ball game. We move to the 4th quarter. We flip the field. It's the shortest movement of sticks ever, about a foot. A length of the ball from one side of the 50 to the other. So the chain gang gets a bit of a break. They don't have to go 90 yards. And we move to the 4th quarter with Delta out in front of Newcastle 33-14. Ryan Beaver along with you tonight. Great having you along. As Delta looks to atone for, I know, a loss they did not feel good about at all last week to number 1, Mount Vernon at home. They got whacked 35-0. But tonight they've done a nice job. From a 14-14 tie, it's been a 19-point avalanche by Delta, and they lead 33-14 in this one as we start the 4th with Greaser back to throw. Under pressure, he's sacked. Taken down in the backfield, Grant Williams put him in his lunchbox for a big loss all the way back to the 43-yard line. That's a 7-yard sack by the senior defensive nose guard. Terrific job. 2nd down and 17. Trojans got to get their offense in gear in a hurry. They've been scoreless in the 2nd period and in the 3rd. Snap, quick throw. It's caught at around the 47, but a quick stick out there on defense by Whitmer.
Pass completed to Aiden Bradley.
They give it a 5-yard pickup and make it 3rd and long.
Stop for the Eagles.
Line of scrimmage, the NC 40, they need to get inside the Delta 40 to roll it over. They need 12 to 13 yards. Greaser here on the right hash as he looks at it. Delta showing blitz. They're going to roll him under pressure. Wooden chasing him, throws on the run, complete but short of the first down at around the 42-yard line. Catch that time down here by Ethan Hinton. It'll bring up 4th and 3. Four down territory, and a whistle, and now a timeout by Newcastle as they talk it over. This is a huge play coming up. 10-16 left in the game. Delta 33, Newcastle 14. Back to see what they do after this on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Indiana. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
We head for the final 10-16 of this game in regulation with Delta out in front 33-14. It's a 4th and 3 for Newcastle at the Delta 43-yard line. Almost a must get for Greaser and the Trojans. Play clock down to 15. He's got the snap. He throws over the middle. It's caught. Taken ahead for the first down and more to the Delta 29-yard line. Aiden Bradley with a nice pitch and catch there for the first down. At the Delta 30-yard line. Greaser going back to work. Throws here to the sideline. It's in and out of the hands of Matt Mead. 2nd and 10.
Mitchell Whitmer on the coverage for the Eagles. 2nd down and 10.
9:57 to go on that clutch conversion by the Trojans. They'll have a few more chances here on 2nd and 10 at the Eagle 30-yard line. 2 men wide here on the near side, trips wide on the top across the way for Greaser, who looks down the middle, now cuts it upfield. He's going to be tripped and squirt through a couple tacklers, but the Delta pursuit brings him down at around the 28-yard line.
Grant Williams in on the stop for the Eagles.
Whistle by the official. We have a Delta player down for an injury and probably just a cramp, and the player is Braxton Edwards.
In the HHC, Newhouse 17, Greenville Central 14.
9:40 to go here in the ball game. And Delta training staff out to 10 to Braxton Edwards. He's probably just cramping. He'll get up and do the Fred Sanford Gimp walk with his team leading by 19 points. You may have heard in the background the New Pal score, and New Palestine won tonight. The big game in the league, the biggest, is Hamilton Heights and Mount Vernon, because the share of first place is on the line there if PH could beat the number 1 team in 4A. He's up and walking off. Edwards is okay. It'll be 3rd down and a fat 8, a short 9. When play resumes. This was a fist fight in the first quarter, but Delta has pulled away since then from a 14-14 tie to a 33-14 lead. 9:36 to go here in the fourth quarter. 3 men wide here on this side of the field with Greaser waiting on the snap at around the Delta 34. There it is. Looks left, now fakes, rolls right under pressure. That's a tough throw for a left-hander. He throws it out of bounds. Trying to hit Matney on the sideline, overthrew him. That's the 32nd throw of the night by Greaser, which is one more than he threw all of last week in their win over Yorktown here. Stops the clock with 9:21 left in the game, and you're Newcastle, you got to score every time now. You're probably only going to get the ball back maybe twice after this. You got to score. They're going on 4th and 8. Greaser needs to pull some magic out of his bag of tricks. He's got the snap rolling left, looking downfield. He's going to throw toward the end zone. It's out there for grabs. It's going to be caught for the touchdown. Matney came up with it. 2 men were there, and Matney caught it for the 28-yard touchdown. It's not over yet. That makes it 33-20, and on to try the PAT is Ian Thurlow. They got to learn to do these fireworks right. After the play, meaning the extra point. Bad snap, but the holder got it down. The kick is on the way, and he salvaged it. Good. Nice job by the holder that time. Jace Logston made that all possible, and Thurlow got it through good. 9:12 left in the game. It's 33-21. Delta over Newcastle on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
More than 7.7 million American teenagers participate in high school sports every year, including about 152,000 here in Indiana. They're all learning essential life lessons, like the importance of hard work, time management, and self-discipline, skills that are helping them become better leaders and more active, responsible citizens. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the ball game. Newcastle gets points when it had to. They kept the drive alive and were able to cap it off. They take the ball 70 yards to get the score. The final 28 on that Greaser bomb in the end zone to Matney. And it's back to being a 2-score game at 33-21. It's not over just yet. Terrific game. I don't know what the over and under in Las Vegas was, but we're already at 54 with 9:12 left in the game. When I say the game, I mean regulation. You never know what's coming here. Too early probably to think about an onside kick. Thurlow has it teed up on the X at the 40. Delta expecting a short kick. They have 10 men between the 50 and the 40. Here comes the approach. It's going to be a pooch onside kick, and it'll be caught and taken down right away, and that could have been a spear there at the end of it, but the official let it go. One of the short men came up to field it. That was Justin Burcham, who made the catch and went right down with it. Terrific field position for Delta at their 35. Anyone who saw what the Dallas Cowboys did the other day knows you can make an onside kick work if you know how to do it right. Eagles protecting a 12-point lead. This drive begins with Hunt under center at his own 35 here on the left hash. Man in motion this way, and instead it's Conley straight ahead on the carry. Breaks through 5 tackles into the secondary. He's all the way to the 45-yard line. 20-yard run by the Bull, Evan Conley.
Conley picks up an Eagles first down.
I've got him 28 carries, 221 yards. Another Delta first down. They'll get a fresh 4 at the Newcastle 46-yard line. Clock under 9 minutes to go in the game and rolling down. Delta could cap this off if they could get one more touchdown on this drive. Hunt with it under center and bunched up. Man in motion this way is Stitt. Fake pitch. It's a handoff to the right side. Look at Belangi spin out of trouble, but run right into a tackler after a gain of around 3 or 4 to the 44-yard line. They'll give him a gain of 2. Newcastle just has to get it back some way, somehow. You're looking to strip every time you tackle, needing the ball back. They need 2 more scores to win this game. The clock continues to roll down, the sand in the hourglass spinning out at 7:57 and rolling here in the fourth quarter. Hunt again under center with one man behind him. It's Conley, and he'll get the handoff and run into traffic, break a couple tackles, barrel his way to the 40-yard line. Gain of around 4. 29 carry night on his debut night at running back for Evan Conley. Brings up 3rd and 4 at the Newcastle 40. Delta needs to get inside the 36 to move the chains. 7:20 left in the game. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Trojans are running out of life. Eagles trying to nail it down. Handoff, right side run. Conley into the secondary. He's free. Inside the 20, inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Beautiful run. Wow. Wow. Unofficially 30 carries, 255 as they would say. Another first down for the Eagles. They're in the red zone. It's 1st and goal at the Newcastle 8-yard line, and Delta looking for the nail in the coffin score here with 6:40 to go in the third quarter. Make it the fourth quarter. Got 3 on the brain. Handoff straight ahead. Conley again. Good job defensively by Newcastle to stop it up and keep him to a gain of about 2 to the 6-yard line. Timeout Newcastle will take the break with them. 6:30 to go in the fourth quarter. Delta 33, Newcastle 21 on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
Who do I play high school softball for? I play for my mom and dad who've never missed a game. I play for the smell of my leather glove, the sound of infield chatter, and that incredible feel of the ball jumping off my bat. I play for sacrifice bunts and sacrifice flies because they've taught me what it means to be a teammate.
Whether they're playing for their teammates, their classmates, or their community, high school student athletes in Indiana learn important lessons they'll use for the rest of their lives, like respect for the rules, time management skills, and the value of hard work and sacrifice.
I play high school softball for my friends who decorate my locker before every big game. That's who I play for. Play for keeps. Play for fun. Play on.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Second and goal for Delta at the Newcastle 6-yard line coming out of the timeout by the Trojans. 33-21 game. Eagles on top, looking to seal it up. Hunt in the pistol. Hands to Conley. He'll run through contact on the left side for 2 yards to the 4. It'll be 3rd and goal.
Jack Taylor and Matt Bell on the stop for the Trojans. It is now 3rd down.
Eagles looking to the far sideline, waiting on that play call. One more score, a touchdown, would probably give them the game, at least put it well under control. Hunt on 3rd and goal. He's going to roll right, looking for a man in the corner of the end zone. Brady is going to be hit and taken down at around the 9-yard line. He couldn't find a receiver. 2 defenders were there to paste him and take him all the way back to the 9-yard line. Loss of 5 on the sack. That'll bring up 4th and
Nick
goal.
Burns on the set for the
Clock
Trojans.
continues to roll down. It's at 5:28 here in the 4th quarter. Trojans have battled back to make a game out of it with that last touchdown at 33-21. And if you're Delta, you'd really like to have a couple more of those extra points that you didn't get. Now a timeout taken by Delta. We'll take a break with them. 5:11 to go in the game. Eagles 33, Trojans 21 on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
Who do I play high school softball for? I play for my mom and dad who've never missed a game.
Whether they're playing for their teammates, their classmates, or their community, high school student athletes in Indiana learn important lessons they'll use for the rest of their lives, like respect for the rules and the value of hard work and sacrifice. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the ball game. Coming out of a Delta timeout, the Eagles will have it 4th and goal at the Newcastle 9-yard line, leading 33-21 here in the 4th quarter. 5:11 left on the clock. A touchdown here would make it no less than an 18-point game, and you'd have to have 3 scores if you're Newcastle. That would make it awful tough. See if the Eagles can get a tally here. 2 wide left side, 4th and goal from the 9, and movement and a flag across the way. It's going to be offside against Newcastle. So 4th and goal from the 9 just became 4th and goal at the 4.5.
Had the distance to the goal.
That's only the second penalty of the night against Newcastle. They've been very disciplined. Does this change your play call at all if you're Delta? You're half closer. You need 4.5 now instead of 9. Hunt is going to go to the pistol here with Conley a step behind him and a step to his right. Man in motion is Belangi. It's Hunt on a keeper to the right side. He's hit. He fights his way down toward the goal line. The officials are going to mark him short, I think. The Trojans held. They stopped him just before he could get to the end zone. Terrific defensive stand by Newcastle, and they stay alive with a stop at their own 1-yard line. Terrific job by the Green defense. So they've got a breath of life at their own 1-yard line. 5:05 left in the game. Greaser to throw out of his end zone. Pass is tipped high in the air, and it's caught at around the 3-yard line. Tell who got it. It was Bradley who made the catch for a gain of about 2. Wow. 2nd and 8 from the 3. Greaser looking over the defense. He's got the snap, steps up, fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Pass was intended out there down the middle. Can't tell who that was. That was Logan Drown out there on the coverage for Delta. It was intended that time for Gabbard. So it's 3rd and 8. Trojans have the ball at their own 3-yard line. Greaser looking downfield. He's going to be flushed. Runs it to his 5. Tries to cut to the sideline. He's taken down on a beautiful one-on-one open field tackle out there. Terrific job by the Delta defense. That was Whitmer by the Eagle tackle there. It's a gain of 5 for Greaser. It was going to be bruised and dog-tired at the end of this one. It's 4th and 4. A must pick up for the Trojans at their own 7-yard line. 3 men wide left, 2 wide near side here on the right as they move it left to right. Greaser, quick throw. Overthrown. Is it intercepted? It may have been picked off. Parker Folletic came up with it. They're going to mark him good for the interception. Folletic slid and got it just above the turf for the turnover at the 17-yard line. That should just about do it. That's the first turnover of the game. Eagles have it. When you start a drive in the red zone, you're living right. Hunt, spin, hand off to Conley, runs into a roadblock, slides off a tackler, tries to squirt forward. Got some tough yards, maybe 2 or 3. They're going to give him 3. Unofficially 262 on the ground for Conley, 33 carries. He's wearing jersey 34, and his next carry will be number 34 in the game. Ball sitting at the 15-yard line. 3:20 to go in the game. Delta looking to mop this one up and look for their 4th win of the year. Toss sweep near side. Plenty of running room on the corner. Can he cut it upfield? Yes. He's going to go to the end zone. Luke Belangi for the touchdown, but a penalty marker sitting at the 10-yard line at the point of attack. And I'm betting dollars to donuts that one's coming back. Just too many penalties tonight by Delta, and it is against the Eagles. That wipes out a 14-yard touchdown run by Belangi on a nice toss sweep to the left end on the short side of the field. Just can't catch a break penalty-wise if you're Delta. That'll take it back to the 20-yard line.
The illegal block in the back of the call against the Eagles. It remains 2nd down.
9 penalties tonight by Delta. That's got to get cleaned up. 2nd and 14 from the 20-yard line. Conley with the handoff. Off tackle right side for a couple of tough yards. Right now it's just about burning the clock at 3 minutes left in the game. That'll take it down to the 16-yard line on a gain of 4. Conley's going to push near 300 yards in this game before it's all said and done, and that's that's probably a Delta high. It's going to be darn near the career high or single game high in a debut by a running back. Spiegel might have more as a freshman. Here's Hunt under center. Toss sweep right side. Belangi looking for help on the corner, and he is brought down and hog-tied. That was a great individual play on defense by Newcastle's Jack Taylor. Wow. Beautifully done.
Timeout, Trojans.
Newcastle will stop the clock. 2:22 to go in the game, and we'll take that last break with them. It's 33-21. Delta in front of the Trojans on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel. You stay right there.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in Indiana are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to the ball game. We're in the final 2 minutes and 22 seconds at Neal Field in Newcastle. It's going to be a happy trip back up State Road 3 for the Delta Eagles as they lead this one 33-21. It's going to be 4th down after the Newcastle timeout. The line of scrimmage is going to be the Newcastle 18-yard line. Fourth and 10. Make it 11. Eagles pick up a first down here. They can just burn the clock and call it a night. Hunt will go from the pistol Conley is next to him as the lone running back with 2 on the wings. Hunt is going to drop, looking to throw toward the end zone. It's incomplete. Well defended down there near the first down marker inside the 10 on an incomplete pass. And Delta gives it up on downs to Newcastle. So now Newcastle needs a miracle. They'll start this drive at their own 18, trailing 33-21. You can get a quick score, an onside kick, you'd have a chance, but you need a whole bunch of real estate in a hurry with 2:17 left in the game. And Delta showing blitz here. Now they'll back out. Greaser, quick throw. It's batted down at the line of scrimmage. Terrific leaping effort by Riley Wooden, our Delco Preps Player of the Week in Week 5. Makes another big play here in Week 6. It'll be 2nd and 10. Greaser has had a long night, a productive night, but a long night, with 3 men to his right, wide, and 2 more to the left on 2nd and 10. Looks in the flat, nearly intercepted. 2 Delta defenders had chances at it. Edgerton had a chance, and then another diving effort by Whitmer, but neither one could get it. It's incomplete and 3rd down. Greaser has thrown it 36 times tonight. The left-hander waiting on the next snap with 2:11 remaining in the game, trailing by a dozen at 33-21. He's got the snap. He'll come up, step up, throw a long ball down the middle. It's overthrown by about 5 yards near midfield as he tried to hit Aiden Bradley on another long one and couldn't get it done.
Trevor Edgerton on the coverage.
That brings up 4th and 10. Stops the clock with 2:06 remaining in the 4th quarter, but it's all over but the shooting match here, most likely. Delta playing regular defense on 4th and 10 as Newcastle is either going to pooch punt it or throw it again, and they need at least 10. Greaser is going to throw it. Down the middle, long ball, incomplete. Trying to hit Bradley again. So Newcastle can't move the ball at all on that series. They give it over on downs. And Delta will start another series deep in Trojan territory, and probably just going to be some knees here now. Leading 33-21. They're going to bunch the formation and put a running back in the game, and he'll be 8 yards off the ball. It's a snap -1 for Hunt, and they'll just burn the clock here. Terrific performance, a great bounce back effort here tonight by Delta. They come down to Newcastle and take care of business. The final 1:40 in the 4th quarter, burning off the clock. It's going to be 2nd and 11, but that doesn't matter. It's going to be knee -1, and the clock will burn out, and this one will be in the win column for the Delta Eagles. They're going to win for the 4th time in this season, and they're going to stay alive in a fantastic Hoosier Heritage Conference championship race. Knee -1 again for Hunt. The Ball State recruit had a pretty good night leading his offense. Final one over this one. Tough loss for the Trojans, who played a great game a week ago down here and beat the pants off Yorktown. But this one is going in the win column for the guys in blue and white. The play clock down to 10, and now Hunt will go under center, and he'll take it right down to the end of the play clock and take the snap and take a knee. And he does again. And that's going to be about all she wrote. Delta won't even have to make another snap. 25 seconds on the game clock, 27 on the play clock, and the good sportsmanship line will form. And this one belongs to the Eagles. Great bounce back win tonight for the kids from Royerton as the teams line up and point at each other respectfully and say good game from 20 yards away, and that does it. Final second burns off the clock. This one's history. Delta wins. The final score, the Eagles 33, the Trojans 21. Back with a quick recap after this timeout on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. There's just one place where a team is more than a group of individual agendas. It's a catalyst for demonstrating the potential of the collaborative spirit. There's just one place where players, coaches, and fans experience the exhilaration that happens when an entire community rallies behind the school team. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. In addition, high school sports help young people in Indiana develop the discipline and confidence they need to be leaders in life, even as they unite communities like nothing else. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to Neal Field in Newcastle. This one is history. Delta beats Newcastle tonight by a final score of 33-21. With the win tonight, Delta bounces back after its lone loss of the season. The Eagles move to 4-1 overall, 3-1 in the league. Newcastle drops to 3-2 overall, 2-2 in the league. It was a 14-14 game at the end of a quarter. That's where Delta's defense got going, and their offense put 12 points on the board in the second quarter. They went to the locker room leading at halftime 26-14. In the third quarter, Delta scores the only points. They put up a 7 spot. Newcastle hangs the donut again. They couldn't score in the third quarter either, and it was 33-14 after 3. And Newcastle got a late touchdown to threaten 33-21, but that was it. They couldn't get anything else. Delta's defense held, and the Trojans lose here at home, and Delta gets a nice road win tonight for Chris Overholt in this one. All 5 Delta touchdowns tonight were on the ground, and they came early. 4 of them were in the first half, the other one on the first possession of the third quarter. And you look at the night they had, Brady Hunt had a nice night rushing, a pair of touchdowns. Stitt with a touchdown. Evan Conley with a great debut with 2 touchdowns and unofficially 33 carries for 266 yards. A fantastic effort by that young man. That senior played his tail off tonight for his teammates and his coaches. So again, with a win, Delta stays alive in the HHC race at 3-1. Trojans are probably out of the race now at 2-2 in league play. That's going to do it for us for tonight. Thanks for being along for the ride. Appreciate you giving us your ears for a few hours. For all of us at Beaver Media, I'm Brian Beaver. The final score and the final time: Delta Eagles 33, Newcastle Trojans 21. Until next time, so long, everybody.